Hello. It's late evening of January. Ethereum is making waves. It just dropped below 3k. So I had, kept an eye corner of this community that is right there. And this one, the piece number 46, that is the amount of chromosomes in human being and so forth. So I'm gonna give it a go. So I hope to connect up with the people out there. So the people there are so dedicated. I have been amused for the past months that people posting personal crafts and artworks almost like on minute basis, making memes. There are so many channels, different dedications to hobbies. I even had a very good conversation with a person who reads a lot. So they welcomed my recommendation of a fresh book series, Living Relations, Passion Distance. You might have heard it. And because every time has, every era, our times have our own philosophies, ideas, views on life on daily basis, and it is, every time has its relevance, and it is healthy for our minds to keep up with the cutting edge of the development, if I would say, about the well-being that we live right now. It is very relieving to read ancient texts that were written thousands of years ago. All of that is wonderful, yet we still gotta connect up with the minds that are alive today, and that what we are going to do a lot to come. More about Shibosys. There are so many big updates coming next. I'm so thrilled. I'm completely ready for Shibosys to set new levels of criteria and standards for a classic and basic requirements to be an ace collection that everybody can recognize and know without a doubt. But anyways, no fear, no uncertainty, no doubt. Here we go. Connecting people. Oof. Yesterday was the regional election day here in Finland. The healthcare system was democratized under its own new county that begins to work for the first time beginning on March. Now, before the election results, as I was a candidate and campaigning, I had my eye on this second Hape with, well, I have already one Hape, but this one caught my interest with the number 23. But it's up to the minimum bid that is 8 Ethereum, and this auction began already, over a week ago, and then in between there was the huge crypto dip, and now Ethereum is right now on the 24th day at 8 o'clock. It's recovering, and I have gathered up this hard-earned Ethereum during the dip. I've been buying more and holding up to this 8 Ethereum that I would have possibility and a go to bid on this one. Now, this Hape is number 23, and I really somehow like the 2 times 3 is 6 and so forth. Yet also, last evening the election results, or actually at the midnight, the election results were confirmed, and I got 23 votes. So coincidentally, that's another. The gas fee right now is 173. Now when I landed the bid, it's 15 minutes remaining, and then it's we will see whether somebody bids on it or not. But the highest bidder will get it. So when actually today morning, or was it last midnight, the floor price for Hape Prime was over 9 Ethereum already, something like 9.3. But right now it is 7.6. So it was within 24 hours, it was over 9, and now it's back to 7.6, and it's lower than this bid. So very probably, no one wants to buy it over the floor price, so I might actually get this. But yeah, roughly 12 minutes to go, and we will see. Anyway, during these times when there is the huge dip and then at some point it begins to turn around, all the way I was holding Ethereum actually, and at some point I was beginning to buy more and more. The risk management is crucial. When it seems to be dipping, you should avoid any leverage futures, for examples, or very casually try to search for the bottom right there, but be very cautious. Also, during the past month or so, I had the election campaigning and preparation, so I had to take some time off for that local work. So during that time though, on the background, I was keeping an eye on shibosys mainly, and almost daily basis when I had the time to several minutes to search for and see what's up with shibosys, what are the recently listed dime pieces, and then among shibosys there are so many favorites of mine. There are many hundreds of favorite shibosys that I would easily put on as my profile pictures, and my taste is very delicate and tight, yet I just find there are so many compelling how would I say, mood swings for every situation. So if you would have the green pastures of holding many shibosys, and then you would change the profile pictures according to what is up, according to the mood of the week or the weekend and so forth. So you know, all the way during the month or two, or actually from the beginning of Shibosis actually, but especially during the past 2 months, on the background, meanwhile, I have not published so many videos. I have kept my eye closely on Shibosis, and when there have been some, really favorite timepieces to my eye, the beauty is in the eye, I have tried to buy it in a way or another. And quite a few times I have been successful with that. One of my latest favorites, experiment. All right, now let's see if the bid ends. Who got it? Highest offer is 8. Highest offer is still 8 Ethereum. In that way. So, we will see. I'm going to bid some more to this. And I think I'm not going much over from this. And now, you see, there is again the counter. 8 minutes to go. Oh, fuck. I guess this one traded hands now. Yeah, it seems so. But I didn't get it. Why? Huh. Interesting.
Will always be like this. I told
It's
Nam this
Sunday.
earlier, but Hape will always be like the one place I can never forget, because I always go back to this place no matter what.
You always come back to your home, you know?
It's like my family, and that's on facts, bro.
So what is your next song?
So next song I have Pluto Projector by Rick.
So it is 30th January, and some of you probably have heard about the Hape Beast NFT that has been so anticipated. That kind of was an example how strong community-driven Indiavo can be. And just to mention a couple highlights, that before the mint, every second there were new kind of Hape related artworks made by people being posted into the community chats, and it has been so diverse, from all kind of hobbies to art to well-being and health. And now they are holding concerts online.
Growing older every day, and the home and I'm around you, and I'll gladly say again, I hope the encore lasts forever. Now it's time for us to spend.
And it's important, since people must have some kind of examples they can refer to. And don't get me wrong, there have been many successful NFT projects, even more extensive than this one on the early stage. But this made the kind of nuanced difference how people were participating together as a community, and that's really a historic the historic matter, the heart life matter that brings where NFT brings people together as a community and as a whole. And I'm not talking specifically this project, but NFTs are making the history that first time in track record of proven history, art has become the platform for people to thrive together. It is not anymore about the artist. Now it is about us together. And first signs of this were in the I actually talked even in the middle way last year. I talked about that NFTs are really going to be the game changer, including in Shiba Swap, and then we have minted Shibosys. Shibosys were super anticipated, and I have zero doubt that Shibosys will kind of make new frontiers on this space. And it just back to Hape. Now Hape is about to being revealed, and it has already proven so much what is possible when people together as a community driven, or as a community driven endeavor, I would say. So art and making life is the platform now for the it's not a community driven crypto, but community driven endeavor, how I would say, in the new kind of nuance and sense. Pushing P. By the way, I mean the P is a funny emoji. In my opinion, it stands for prime. But then I checked out the definition. It was something else. But I mean, in the same meaning of sense, it's like pushing prime, And I'm really looking forward to all of you what we have yet to unleash in terms of all the possibilities that we have within reach of each other. And I would define a NFT community as the presence, the whole presence together, oneness, although it is over the distance. So, there is the new definition for presence, and that is that, people, whoever they are, wherever they are, all over the world or over the globe, they come together they come together over the distance into the new level of presence, and they contribute, they participate, they show their talents, they are together for something bigger that is possible only when each of them bring the energies, the skills, the success, and the overall confidence for the endeavor to go even further. And there we go. Stay tuned. A lot more to come. A lot of surprises is come. Something is really, really cooking in the books and behind the scenes. All that. We are yet to see many surprises with you. Oof.
Post up every day, Christmas for but she under this part. The French baby is never ever. A few Mercedes like here, lady, have this. And last but not least, grant somebody their last wish. It's been a couple months that I've been single, so
I can do it. You probably trying to close by the I get it. I probably missed going between the head. But then we're doing a lot more than stuff. Yeah, you forget about me stupid. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna have my own thing.
let's go. Every time I close my eyes, I see my name in shining lights. Yeah, a different city every night. Oh, I swear the world better prepare for it. I'm a millionaire. Oh, when I'm a millionaire. You go, Christian. You know, and the delegates, I compliment him on his political etiquette. Toss a couple million in the air just for the heck of it. Keep the fast.
Here's the rap part.
It's been completely separate. I don't know this rap, but you should just like skip it and go.
I can't rip it. Every deal I love can have a couple bucks.
Just sing it.
Move away from life in general, have my own dreams come true. That's how it starts for a majority. And basically, like, that's not what trading is, like, not at all. Trading is completely different to that mentality, especially once you enter the space, you realize how everything you saw on YouTube, all those influencers and everything basically was all a complete lie. Like 90% of what they say is completely utter lies and denials, basically. Like, I won't be stating names of YouTubers, but I'm pretty sure you guys know them. The main ones are the crypto YouTubers, especially since we are in the crypto space. And they do tend to show off a lot of their gains and that and whatnot. But what you don't know behind that is that it's not all gains and fairy tales. There's also the losses behind those gains, what it took to get there. And they do not share that. They just show you their gains to make money off of the advertisements, you know? That's another way how that's it's different. YouTubers, influencers against traders. There's a misconception. The second point is losses are common. It's basically impossible to have 100% win rate. You will never ever see a trader with all wins. Like, maybe he shows you an account with 10 wins and 0 losses. Yes, it's possible, but if you see that on a 1 year or even a 5-month time frame, that means he's basically one of the greatest traders out there, or he's either completely lying and showing fake wins. Because every trader you see out there will agree on this fact, especially because losses are common in trading. Like, losses help you build up yourself. They help you to become yourself as a trader. Without losses, you will not improve. You will not succeed. It's just as in life, you know. To build up your staircase. I just made that up, but it's not super cool. So I hope you guys are writing this down, you know. Another point, the third point is if you keep approaching with the same mentality after a loss, the market will keep on chopping you up. There's no denial in trading that if you have a loss, this happened to me, so I'm speaking from experience about this, especially because it happened once, but I still know exactly how it happened. So the first time you lose in trading, even if it's a small amount, those emotions, those feelings, all those things together, they add up. They don't leave you for a while, like they stick with you, and that's when you know that that the market is in control of the outcomes, not you. So we'll move on to the fourth point, which is basically which capitulates on the third one. And basically, the fourth point is you cannot control the outcome of the market and trading. All you can control is your response to those potential outcomes. So basically, wait 2 seconds, I'm just have a glass of water again. Okay, Bitcoin, once it reaches 61K, better target 84K, right? Random, like all these numbers are random. Also, if Bitcoin does this, get into my entry, go higher, and I hit my take profit. So if this happens, we take profit, everything is perfect. So what this is, like this right now, this is the target. So this is what we call the take profit. This is where your position will get closed. This is where your entry is. So this level right here, point for the entry in gray right here. This is the entry point. This is where your contracts will get filled, and you get into the position that you want. It's the same for spot trading or investing. So if you buy Ethereum tonight, here we go on Ethereum. You want to buy Ethereum tonight. You basically think, we had a breakout. If I enter now, we had the back test. We may have back up to 33K, and maybe profitable, yes. But the thing that you do not notice is you still don't have a trade setup, a trade plan, You need a plan as a trader. You do not have this or a plan, more or less. You also don't need a I forgot. Take profit, yes. You don't always need to take profit unless you have a take profit. Yes, it's part of a plan. But as an investor, you don't need to take profit. As a trader, you do. Actually, I messed up. As a trader, you do need this. But as an investor, you don't even need this. You just need the entry. You enter here, or if you enter down here. If you dollar cost average, you enter here at 28K, then you enter at 25K, then you enter at 24K. So it moves your price down to 6K, let's say. You dollar cost average, now you're profitable. You're still good. You're still doing amazing. But if price action decides to go the other way, boom, now you're losing money. Loss. This is what happens to me. This is how you go, right? Now you're at a loss, you're losing money, and you're kind of regretting, oh my lord, why did I dollar cost average? This was going to happen. And going on, like, why didn't I take my money out at this level? I was already profitable by $500. Why did this happen? It's so wrong. Why is the market doing this? No, it's not the market's to blame again. It's you. It's your fault. You did it. You are to blame yourself. Don't take it too harsh. It happens to all of us. So you can always get in touch with me on NFT Market Chat if you're feeling bad after you entered the wrong trade a while back or right now and messed up. I'm there to give you some tips. So this is called the entry stop loss. This is where your position size will get stopped out. So your whole account will be at a loss by this point. If it hits, if it doesn't hit, if it doesn't wick like this, let's say is this. So enter, you're profitable, it goes up, back down, and it doesn't hit. Goes back up, let's say. It's profitable because it did not hit this level, this 2640.35. This is where your position size will get closed. This is where you will be out of the market, not liquidated. So it means you will be at a loss. but you will still have the money. So this money right here, say 340, the worst possible. Okay, so let's say enter with 340, right? That with 340, you decide, okay, enter with 340. Unfortunately, it hit my stop loss. So your stop loss has been closed out of position, but you still have your initial, not your initial, but the initial amount minus the percentage decrease. So maybe you have 310 left, cost 20, but risk to reward ratio based trade. So if you're using a risk size maximum trade size 1% of your portfolio, and 1% of your portfolio is $20, which means you have a capital of $2,000. You're going to be calculating the risk to reward ratio, the percentage of your stop loss divided by 100. Calculate the trade size. So the trade size is something I really hope that you guys write down. Share this again for those that missed it out on the previous lesson. It's important. If it's going pretty long, so it's because I want you guys to stay up to date. This way, if you want to attend next week's lesson, you at least know what happened the previous week and the cost. Just look up what price target with the trade size formula in the bank right now, or in your exchange account, right? So if you have Binance, you have $1,000 in Binance, and you want to enter along. You want to enter along with plus 2%. This is 2% more or less. So this, as you can see, is 2.04%. Let's even use this. So 2.04%. And you want to risk 1% of your account. So 1% of 1,000 is $10. Okay? Because 100 is 1 times A, simple maths. So you want to risk $10 per loss for each trade. If it goes wrong, you'll just lose $10. If it goes right, though, based on the risk to reward ratio, you'll get 6.96, so 69.60 cents. So let me calculate this. So now you need to find the trade. Now, to enter this way, you only lose $10, but then if you win 69. With this, what you need to do is $10 divided by 0. This divided by parentheses. You can even use the basic Casio calculator to calculate 2.04. So this is your stop loss amount. Just the number. You just need the number. Divided by 100. Close the parentheses. First, you calculate this, which is basically use the calculator, which is 0.02, 2.04 divided by 100, 0.0204. So write this down. Like, I hope you're writing this down for next week's lesson if you want to attend. This is already in NFT chat marketplace. I don't know what's the name. It's already there. It's called Trading Basics Lesson 1 PDF. You can look it up. It's going to be the trade size formula. Very, very important for you if you want to start as a beginner or just want to enter some longs and shorts sometimes, you know. So you do this, it gives you 10 divided by 0.024. 0.0204. Yeah, no. So now you do 10 divided by 0.0204, so 490. So it gives you 490.19. So 490.19. This is what we call the position amount, position size, trade size. This is the trade size. This is your balance. You have $1,000. You want to risk 1% of your portfolio, $10. You use the trade size formula. So stop loss percentage divided by 100, just the 2.04% divided by 100, which gives you 0.0204, then 10, the amount that you want to risk per trade, 10 divided by that amount, which then gives you 490.19. This is one of the best formulas out there to use as a trader. It's really amazing. Like, it's so good that it helps you prevent you blowing up your account and make tremendous amounts of 6.6 risk to reward ratio, and you're only risking $10 to make 69. It's pretty amazing if I say so. And you're only risking 490 to lose $10. So not even the whole 490, just $10 out of that 490, which is out of your account balance. This is without leverage, of course. So, and this is from something that I wanted to teach you guys from the last week's lesson. This way you're up to date. And this was the main thing from that lesson. Really, really important. It's something called risk management. Okay, this is done too. Pull up this way it's easier. I can lose. Any trade you take out there, you can lose it. Like, basically, there's no guarantee that you will make profit on that trade. There's no guarantee at all that you will win all of your trades, of course, but that you win that one trade that you hoped was the best of the best. You had all the confluences lined up, you had everything lined up, and it goes against you. It's not your fault. It's the markets. They do not always make it rain. Like, if you shake the tree and you hope you need money today, and you're hoping that it's going to rain dollars, it doesn't always happen. That's called the market outcomes. They aren't always in your favor. This is why the more confluences you use, the more probabilities are in your favor, the likelier that your trade will go in your favor. You'll make money on it, basically. If it doesn't, then you lose it, of course, but then it's way less likely. The probability is way lower, because most of the factors are in your favor. So you see what I mean? I think it's pretty late, so I'm really sorry if I took that long. I think I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap it up and try to cover this in next week's lesson.